A person's IRA is usually their largest asset in retirement. Now that we're into 2022, it's a good time to look at what's coming ahead. Today we're going to cover 4 areas that may potentially impact your IRA for 2022. The first thing that we're looking at are new life expectancy tables from the IRS. These impact your required minimum distribution. When somebody reaches the age of 72, they're required to take distributions from their IRA, and these tables determine how much you should take. They've been lengthened, and so it may reduce the amount of money that somebody has to take in a portfolio. But taking a look at these tables is something that we're doing proactively to know what required tax distribution somebody's going to incur. The second area that we're looking at are regulations surrounding the Secure Act. The Secure Act was a massive piece of legislation that was passed, and usually regulation follows legislation. Regulation is when they define and clarify and fill in any gaps that the legislation may have missed or is unclear about. And so regulations allow people to make decisions of knowing of how pieces should be handled. Areas that will be mainly impacted around this coming regulations are trusts and IRA beneficiaries. So keeping an eye on regulations that are coming out, hopefully sooner rather than later, but this is one area that we're keeping a really close eye on. The third area to keep an eye on is the Build Back Better plan, or BBB. This was a piece of legislation that didn't quite make it through in the 2021 session, and looks like pieces of it may be carried through for 2022. These impact potential areas such as a backdoor Roth IRA or mega IRAs. So we're keeping an eye on this. Will help adjust any potential liabilities that may be coming. But as of right now, there's not much we can do. But this is one area to keep an eye on, is the Build Back Better plan. The fourth area that we're looking at is the child of the Secure Act. Anytime Congress passes a large piece of legislation like the Secure Act, bits and pieces get left behind. And though the Secure Act had a transformational impact on IRAs and retirement accounts, there are pieces that may be included in this next session as well. So keeping an eye on how they could impact a Roth IRA or even charitable contributions. So the child of the Secure Act, whatever form it comes in, is an area that will have an impact on your IRA. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding IRAs in 2022. Hopefully we'll get some clarification sooner rather than later, but if not, it's a good time as you finish up your taxes to look through what potential future tax liabilities may be there. As always, talk to your tax and financial professionals, and if you have any questions, please reach out. Garrett, 801-476-1200.